that's kind of a. I got that with that out.
Why?
Just because.
Okay.
Fuck them.
What was I was going to say something. Oh, I would have preferred that they took one controller. They only included one controller, not two, and make the other controller one that was like a custom painted one.
Or just do something original and put a wireless adapter for people, because people have been complaining about that for so long. There's not been a package that's come out with either wireless built into the system or the actual adapter. I mean, the adapter is really expensive as it is.
Yeah, but Microsoft wants to control that so bad.
Well, they want to nickel and dime everybody.
Everything's proprietary and that's why with like Mad Catz you don't see any of the wireless controllers. Because Microsoft's like, no, we're going to keep that to ourselves. No company can make a wireless controller for the 360.
Mad Catz doesn't have a wireless controller at all?
I don't think so. I don't think there's any company out there that has a wireless controller.
Well, besides the PS3, I guess.
I mean, I'm saying there's no third-party company for the 360 that has a wireless peripheral, wireless controller. I could be wrong. I don't know. It's been a while. Like when I worked for GameStop, when I managed GameStop, they didn't have there was no third-party company. So, and I don't think there is anymore either.
I think you're wrong, but besides the point, they should have at least done something on that controller.
Yeah, they should have. So, what are you more excited about? You more excited about? I mean, I know the answer to this question, but are you more excited about the multiplayer, or are you more excited about the single player, the campaign?
Well, I don't know. I would probably say both, because the single player actually has co-op now, so that's kind of like a multiplayer single player aspect. You know?
How many player co-op?
That's like a multiplayer campaign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think up to 4. I know at least 2. I mean, I've seen videos on it.
Did you ever play now I know, like, it's really, in its own right, it's a totally different game. It's a totally different series almost now at this point. But did you ever play the co-op for Call of Duty 5?
Besides the Nazi zombies, no. And the reason why was because I just thought the campaign sucked. I mean,
I played through the entire campaign so that I could get the Nazi zombies. And Nazi zombies was good. Was really good. And I thought
that was the only Call of Duty game I've never beaten, because I got about halfway through it and I was like, this just sucks. I'm not wasting any more time on it. And I actually went back and started playing Modern Warfare 2 again.
I was surprised. I didn't.
Or Modern Warfare 1.
Yeah, the first Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
It's going to get confusing as the series goes on.
I actually think it's actually a good marketing scheme that they got rid of the Call of Duty name, because Treyarch has kind of like bastardized it.
Yeah.
Not because Treyarch actually really sucks, but it's just not up to Infinity Ward standards. Infinity Ward is like, you know, a big deal now. It's not.
Infinity Ward just does the Modern Warfare games now. I was going to say Call of Duty. Let's just say Call of Duty just to keep it simple.
Well, you got to put them right there with Bungie now, Infinity Ward, because
yeah,
Modern Warfare for months at a time was the most played game on Xbox Live, and that's saying a lot, considering that game is on multiple platforms, and Halo's only on Xbox.
I like Infinity Ward more than I like Bungie, only because I'm a bigger fan of Call of Duty than I am of Halo. I'm not a big fan of Halo. Although I do have to say that the new Halo ODST, I don't know, like there's something about it that makes me want to get it. It looks good.
But the fact that it comes with a new controller?
Well, if you can find that still. See, I didn't pre-order that. But I didn't even, it caught me by surprise. The other day I'm watching YouTube and I'm seeing somebody unbox the game, and I saw it
kind of came up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it really, I don't know if it's because I haven't
that's
paid
really
attention.
because it's just like an expansion to the third one. I know it's a prequel, but
it's different though.
It is different because you're not playing as Master Chief, and you can't just randomly just grab new health and stuff like that on the multiplayer boards. But my gripe with that is like, you go to Modern Warfare 2 and you see, like, you go to the videos on YouTube and you see the new videos for some of their multiplayer maps, and it's impressively improved. Like, it's pretty sick now. Like, the environments, the shadow effects, everything about it looks improved. And if you look at the new Halo ODS, Yeah, ODST.
Yeah, you're
Is that what it's
right.
called? I
You're
don't
right.
know. Just call it Halo 3.5 if you want. It doesn't look improved at all. Graphically, it looks the same. It just looks like, and basically that's all it is. They brought back all the maps and like added like 2 or 3 new maps, maybe 4 or 5. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's like
But
24 maps in total. I'm not positive, but
I'm just not a big enough Halo fan to justify going out and buying it.
all right. I'm gonna turn off the camera now because I gotta make a deposit. All right, so any other games that you're looking forward to, like this holiday season at all?
Uncharted 2.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Possibly Borderlands. I'll have to see a little bit more on that.
See, Borderlands to me, which this isn't a bad thing at all, it looks like it looks a lot like man, I can't even think of the name of the game right now. That's all. I hate when that happens to me.
Crackdown?
No, not well. The art style looks like Crackdown, but it looks like Fallout 3, except for instead of a heavier focus on the RPG elements, the RPG elements are like a secondary focus, and the shooting elements are the primary focus. So I like that. I mean, I like the look of it. It's been in production for a very long time.
Well, I mean, other than Modern Warfare 2, Uncharted, and possibly Borderlands, I just recently got the new NHL game, which is hands down the best sports games. This is the best sport game I ever played. Definitely the best hockey game.
Well,
but I would say it's probably the best sports game I ever played.
Yeah, that's a good argument because, I mean, you no longer play the Madden series, right?
The Madden games, just like to me, they just got stale after like 04.
You remember?
I mean, they started adding like a lot more features and started focusing more on like realism and stuff like that. But for me, I'm more of a casual football fan. I mean, I know a lot about football, but I'm more of casual when it comes to the video games. And it just got too in depth, and it was just.
So like the only thing is like, I'm surprised. See, last year I did play Madden, and the one big feature that they added to it that I felt like made the game refreshing, new, added something different to it, was the online leagues, and I love that. I played the crap out of it, and it was the first Madden game I'd played in years. Whereas before, like, do you remember when we grew up, like, seriously, what did we play? We played Madden, NHL, FIFA Soccer, NBA Live.
Pretty much all EA sports games.
Pretty much. I mean, there would be like an occasional game, like Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Or, I can't even think. You know what I mean? It was always...
we played Vigilante 8 for a while for the PlayStation.
Oh, Vigilante 8 was a classic.
That was a cool game because you could just play 2 players with your buddy, and it'd pretty much be you and him, and you would just go at it and pick up bombs on the level. And
that's like the early days of multiplayer.
That was a cool game.
And that's just like Mario Kart, when we used to play the multiplayer Mario Kart. You know, there was no online for us at that time, so it was like, all right, let's get like 4 people together, play some Mario Kart, and play the battle mode. Like, the battle mode was
battle mode was pretty cool, yeah.
I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, but basically we used to just play a lot of sports titles. We used to be the typical, you know, sports playing video game person.
Yep.
You know, aside from the NES, because the NES, it was just like, we'll play whatever. I mean, there was like the bigger titles, obviously, like Marble Madness and Rad Racer, Excite Bike.
All the Mario games.
All the Mario games, yeah, needless to say. I mean, there were some things. What was like, what are some of the titles like from your childhood, or like even like from your teen years that stick out to you? Some of the games.
I don't know. We had a lot of Nintendo games, a lot of really bad games, but the kind of games that you would just.
Yo Noid.
Yeah, Yo Noid was horrible, but at the time it was just fun just to stick in games and play like a game for 15 minutes and just go through like 40 games in a day and just be sitting there for like hours on end, just playing games. And there were some games that like I remember playing when I was like 8, 9 years old that were like so hard, but I just wanted to put them in, and like each time it was the same thing. I'd get the same part and I'd be like, what the hell do I do, man? I don't know what to do.
You die at the first level?
I would constantly do it, and then each day, I would put it in and play it in hopes of like, you know, maybe a light bulb would just like go on and I would figure it out. But
like